Hello everyone! I'm Teacher Natalie, the EdTech Wizard. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching and subscribing down below. In today's video, we are going to talk all about Nearpod. Nearpod is a wonderful tool for teachers to use in the classroom. Nearpod allows you to add interactive activities into your slides and presentations, so students are engaged and they are participating. And then from those activities, you get all of that feedback from them. Nearpod saves it so you can see every student individual answer. So you can take all that data from your lesson and apply it to your next lesson. What did they get? What didn't they get? What do I need to review? All of that data is there for you in Nearpod. It is amazing. Nearpod also allows you to have a live lesson with your students, so you can be up in your classroom teaching, and students can be watching on their own device, on a Chromebook or an iPod they would need to have in front of them to participate, or you can send it as a student-paced learning. So maybe you're doing distance learning. You can create a lesson, an entire lesson using Nearpod, send it to your student, and they can do it at home, and they are still able to answer questions. That is amazing for you because you are still getting that feedback and data from that lesson, and you know who is doing the lesson and answering the questions. So Nearpod is amazing. Let's go over all of the cool interactive features today. So let's get started. We are here in Nearpod, so go ahead and create your free account with Nearpod, sign up, and it will bring you here to this page. Now there are a couple menus I want to go over, and then we'll get started with activities. So here's your lesson in Nearpod. This is what you're going to click when you want to create a new lesson here inside of Nearpod. A lesson in Google Slides. Watch out for this video. You can be in Google Slides and add activities directly from Google Slides. But that is another video, so watch out for that one. And then we have this video button here. I will not go over this today because again, this is another video. Nearpod has so much cool content to offer. It will be way too long if I cover all one. So today we're just going to go over the interactive activities. This quick launch button up here is if you want to quickly just send your student one question or activity, either before a lesson starts, after a lesson starts. You have an open-ended question, a draw it, and a collaborate board. I will go over all those, what those look like. And then you have a timer. This is an on-screen timer you can start for your students. You may also click this new button and it will pop up with all of the same menu items over here, plus a folder button. This is how you can organize your lessons. So have a folder, type in the name, Math 2, create. And down here, it's going to take you right to the folder. Down here, you have a drop-down menu. You can share it if you pay for the premium on Nearpod. Nearpod has a lot of cool features for free, but yes, you can pay for more content. You can add lessons directly to this folder, add a folder within this folder, rename it, delete it, and you can pick your folder color, all to help you organize. I'm going to go back to my lessons, and we are going to go over how we can create a lesson. So when you hover over your lessons, it gives you an option, a plethora of options to do. I can drag it, and maybe I want this one in my writing folder. I can live participation plus Zoom. So if you're doing distance learning, this is going to be a good option for you. Live participation, if you are up teaching in front of your classroom and you want to throw this up on your smartboard, you are going to click the live participation button. Student paced, that means students are going to be doing your lesson on their own. So this would also be a great activity, if you want students to work on it by themselves, or distance learning, they can do it at home. They're going to go through the slides, answer the same questions. You are just not there as a live teacher. I can preview my lesson. I'm going to edit my lesson. That's the button I need. And this 3-dot jelly bean, I can duplicate it, add it to a folder to organize it, export it as a PDF, show the reports. This report button I'll go over at the end, or I can delete the lesson. So here's my lesson. I'm going to edit it. Now I've already created all of the questions there, so I can give you the full experience on what this looks like, and you are not watching me type in all of these questions and activities. So the first thing I did, it's going to pop up blank. This is going to be the only button here. Scroll down to the bottom, and I'm going to upload files. So I have created my own slides in Google Slides, and I want to upload them now to Nearpod to use them for my lesson. I'm going to upload files, and I can choose where from I'm going to upload them. Mine's from Google Drive, or I can upload a file from my computer. I can also search an image here if I want a picture of the water cycle. Search, I can pick one, save it. This is going to create its own slide right here. This picture is going to pop up, and it's going to be the only thing on the slide your students see. I don't want this one, so I'm going to just delete the slide. Okay, now to add our activities, we're going to click Add Slide. Now the first here is your content. Again, this is another video, so please watch out for this video where I will go over all of this content and its fun activities. We are going to go to the Activities tab and create these interactive activities inside our slides. So I'm going to go through all of these and show you what they look like. So our first one, I have an open-ended question. I'm going to double click. That allows me to edit it. So open-ended question, that means students are going to have to type a response. So you're going to type in your question, and I can add media to this question to help support the question. These options are not available on all of them, but most of them. So I can add an image. If I want a picture to go along with my question, I'm going to add an image, and then I can search it and save it. If I want to add a video clip, maybe I want students to watch the video and then answer the question, I can add it from here. If I want a PDF viewer, or I can add a PDF right here. Audio, I can add audio from my computer. If I just have an audio clip, I can have students listen to it. Web content, I want students to go to a specific site. Then I just need to provide the URL, and they can click on it, and it's going to take them right there. I can also add a link to, say, a Google Slides. Maybe I created slides with a picture and a short text for students to read before they answer the question. I can add that link right here to web content, and it will take it to my Google Slides. If you do that, you need to share your Google Slides. You have to go into Google Slides in the share settings and make sure it's on shared so students can access it. Audio recorder, I can record myself. So I can speak the question so students can listen to the question, or anything. I can tell them anything. Be creative with this one. That helps as well. And then I can actually hit this, and it can allow students to speak the question back instead of type it out, which can be very helpful. So I'm going to save it. And these are my slides I've uploaded. This is a picture I've uploaded. Okay, time to climb. This one is a lot of fun. It puts the questions into a game mode. And I can show you what that looks like. So you're going to add your questions here. What is my name? Here I added a picture for reference to make it more fun. On this one I can only add a picture, no other media. So I added a picture of a question mark. It's a question. My question type, I can have it as a word text be my answers, and I can only pick one answer in time to climb. If I want more answers, I'm going to click add answer. Then I can have up to 3, 4, however many you want. Question 2, select the cat. That's my directions. And then I added images. I'm going to add an image, add an answer, select an image, and then I can find another picture of a cat. Save. Now here for this one you don't want to do it because I can only pick one answer. So I'm going to delete that one. And then add a question. What color is the sky? I have a picture of a blue sky. Students are going to pick the right yes or no answer. And then to add another question, I'm going to put them down here. So this time to climb puts this quiz into a fun game mode. I'm going to click save. Oh, you have to click the right answer to please include, and I'm going to delete that. So you have to pick the right answer before it will allow you to save. Time to climb is really fun. Quiz, double click so I can edit it. Quiz, this one is exactly the same as time to climb, except for the fact I can now pick more than one right answer. So students can pick more than one right answer. After my questions, I can add a picture. This one, let's add a question. On the quiz, I can add more media. I have all the same options as I did before. So this is the one where I added a link directly to a slide so they can click on it and then they read the short reading passage or whatever you want them to look at to have them answer a question. Okay, I don't need this question right now, so I'm going to delete it and then save. Draw it is a lot of fun. Students get to draw their answer. So mine is draw a picture of the water cycle. I added an image to make it more fun. I can have a picture of the water cycle, whatever you need to make it fun, engaging, or help your students. I added a background image. So this is what it looks like. All you have to do is upload a background image. You do not have to. It's just going to be a blank empty canvas if you do not, just a white screen if you don't upload a background image. But I wanted to, so I'm just going to search paper, and I like this one, save. Now this is the background my students are going to draw on. I can zoom in and out of my background. If my picture is funny, I can flip it. That's what these buttons are for. Or I can rotate it so your picture looks nice, how you need it to look. And then click save. Our next one is the collaborate board. So with this one, students will see everyone's answers up on the screen. You can use this as a brainstorming activity, or before or after your lesson you just want to know a quick question and you want students to be able to see what other students are saying. Use the collaborate board. So you're going to type in the topic, what your students need to talk, or the topic about, what you want them to do, their directions, and then you can add a picture to go along with it, and then you can pick what you want this activity to look like, the background, and it shows up as sticky notes. This one's a lot of fun. Save. A poll is exactly this. It's a poll. So you're going to have a question here, yes or no. You can't click a right answer because it's a poll. And then again, you can add in your media content. And this one only lets you add one question. If you want several polls throughout your lesson, you're going to have to add a new one every time, and you can add more answers to each poll. Fill in the blanks. This one is a lot of fun. So here you're going to have a text box. You're going to type in your text, a short paragraph, a sentence, whatever you need, and then you click on the word, and every word you click on, that becomes your blank space. So it's going to leave all my words over here off to the side. Students, when they see this, will drag and drop what the words need to in the right spot. Then click done. Memory test. This is a fun matching game. So I can choose my grid size over here if I want 6 pairs up to 12 pairs. We're going to do, let's do 8 pairs. So here, I'm going to change it to 12 pairs. So I can either add an image to my matches, or I can add a word. And images, it's on image, so I'm going to search image, water, search, and then I'm going to pick the picture I like. I like this one, and you just drag it over to your matching pair, and it'll pop it right in. If I want text, then you can pick the text style, drag that over, and then you can type in your word. Now, how it looks here, these cards, is how it's going to look for the students. So if you don't want your words to be divided like that, you can change it. Maybe there's one that will fit the whole word. There we go. Change it up. If I only have a 6, then it allows more room for text. So it depends on how you want that to look for your students. And this is a matching game for students to do a fun lesson. And then here is a image. This is exactly what I did. I uploaded file and I chose my image that way. And then our last one is matching pairs. This one gives you a little more room to work with. I can have a word and the definition, or I can mix it up and have a picture with a word. Now, or I can have 2 pictures. So I have my directions right here. Tap in or type in, and then you get to pick an image, or I'm going to do water. Here we go. And then on my next match, I can have another image, the same image, or I can take text. This is water, and they have to match him that way. There we go. Add as many as you want. Click save. Okay, now we've gone over all of our fun activities that students can do. We're going to jump back in here. I'm going to click preview so we can see what the students will see. So students, let's go to slide. Let's back out of here. Click the first slide, preview. So students can access this on an iPad or a Chromebook. If students are on an iPad, sometimes the question doesn't quite pop up. The directions are the questions, this part right here. And there's going to be a little down arrow, a little caret. Students might have to click on it to read the full question if they're on an iPad. If they're on a Chromebook, they should be able to see exactly how we are seeing here. So students will type in their answer and click submit on their end. And students cannot move forward in these slides. Only the teacher has access or the ability to move everyone forward. So everyone's working at the same time. No one's going to get done faster. No one's going to be done slower. No one's going to get done faster. Everyone's working at the same time. So when the teacher clicks next, it moves to the next slide for all of the students. Here's a picture. That one picture we added, this is what they're going to see. Here are your slides you input. Time to climb. This is a fun game. This is not what the students look like. The student view looks like. It is a fun game, so students are able to pick their avatar and then answer the questions. So this is a question that pops up. Students are going to click the answer and then their avatar will advance. And it is at the same pace. So when all students have picked the right or picked an answer, then it will move on. So that one's fun. There's a slide. This is a quiz, 2-question quiz. So they can see the picture. They're going to answer the question. Click next. Answer the next question. Click on any content up here that you have, and they have to wait until the teacher moves it forward. This is drawing. Students have a lot of fun tools to draw with, so they can choose their own color to draw with. They can choose a pencil width. Right here they can highlight stuff, and they can also text box, click on the text box, and then they can type. So maybe they're drawing a picture of the water cycle. They can label parts of the water cycle. They can change their text color, how big it is. They can add a picture here into their slides search. So you're going to add that one. They can add it here. Students can also have the ability to flip their pictures or delete the picture, and then they have an undo button. And next slide, water cycle. This is our collaboration board. So what students will see is the picture, the topic, the directions, and then they can type in their response. That is a lot of water. They can also add an image down here, post it. Now all students will be able to see this. Students can like the comments. Our next one is a poll. This one, students just have to pick yes or no. Fill in the blanks. Here we have our text, and then they have their drag and drop features right in here. Drag and drop. They're going to click done, and it will tell them how many they got right. Sometimes it tells them how many tries it took, like in the matching ones, these memory ones. Okay, all students do is click on it. It is a matching game. Wow, I can't find it. There we go. And then it stays popped up like that till they find all of them. And then there's just a picture we have, and then here is our other matching game. They match the cat, and it will tell them when they got them right and how many tries it will take them. And this, wait for the teacher to continue with the lesson. This is what will pop up on the student view. Okay, let's jump into the teacher view. It is a little different. So what you're going to do, save and exit. Here's how you're going to present it to your students. You need to click this live participation button, live participation, and it's going to pop up with a code. Your students can type in this code on the joinnearpod.com, or they have an app on their iPad. You can also share this link through Google Classroom, and then students will be able to access this via there. So I'm going to hop on my phone so I can be the student and you can see the teacher view. Give me a second. When students sign in on their device, it will ask them for their name. Make sure they type their name, because once you have all of that information and you can look at the data after the lesson, it will be helpful to know who is who. So make sure they type in their name, and it gives them an option to type in a nickname if they would like. So on my phone, I see exactly what's here. I cannot click forward on the slides. The teacher has to do this. So this is what the teacher sees when you come across an activity slide. So I'm going to type in my answer, click submit. This is what teacher sees. They can see the student name. If you do not want to see the student's name, you're going to hide that. So if it's up on your smartboard, this is going to be up on your smartboard. Hide the students' names so I can see everyone's answer here. If you don't want any of this up on your board, maybe minimize it on your screen for a second, so not everyone can see everyone's answers. But it is nice you can hide students' names. This share button will share this student's answer. So if I click share, my answer now is going to pop up on all students' screens. So you can talk about this answer or the drawing or whatever you're going to share on your students, so every student can see. And then unshare, it pops away from and then I can move on. So there's the picture, the slide. This one is time to climb. Okay, so this one, now I can see a little more about this game. I can pick what theme I want. So let's do space, continue. So on my screen now, I can pick an avatar. I'm going to pick and then start, and it starts some music up for us. So I can see here, this is me. On my screen, it shows my name. So once everyone's in, I'm going to click start. This is what I see on my screen. I cannot see how many points on my side. So I'm going to click my answers. And you can see this guy. I got it wrong, so I have no points. And my guy's going to keep going up the mountain. It's going to ask me another question. Got it right. He's going to keep climbing up the mountain. Time to climb. Question 2, and then we have one more question. 3, 2, 1. So all students are going to be answering these questions together or on their own. So it's a fun game, and then you will be able to see all the other students' avatars as well. Students will be able to see that. Yes! Okay, that's fun. That is fun, and it gives you a leaderboard. Okay, here are the other slides. This is a quiz. So I answer questions on mine, click next, click submit. Tells me I can see the student score, and I can see percentage. Oh, everyone 50-50. Draw. Okay, I'm going to draw on mine, click submit, and then it will show up. I can see this person I am drawing, and I'm done. Collaboration board. Would you like to approve student comments before? Click yes. So you can moderate what students are posting here. Type in something. Click post. Also on my end it says pending approval. Here's where you would check those answers. And you can say yes or no. And it disappears on the student side. If you click no, if you click yes, it will post it. They can also post pictures. Then this is the poll. So you will be able to see students, how many students click A, how many students choose B. Here's fill in the blanks. So I can, on my end, fill them in. I cannot see on the teacher end when people are done. On the student end, they're going to click done. It will tell them how many they got right out of wrong. Close. So teachers just move on or click done. Oh, that's for me. So when everyone is done, then you can move on. As a teacher right now, I don't know when people are done. And the memory test here, students can just click the memory, click to solve it, and it will have them wait until you move on. And then here is our matching game. So students match it. We'll tell them how many tries they got it right. And you will be able to see how many tries and matches they have. And this is our last slide. I can't move on. So view pairs. You can see the pairs they are. You can see all this information. Okay. Let's hop back to Nearpod. That is the end of the lesson for Nearpod. We're going to leave. Okay, the data is amazing. So after you've completed this lesson, you can click here to view reports for this lesson. Also, this report button on the side will show you all of the slides, all the lessons you have. So you're going to click on it. I can see how many times I've taught this lesson, and then I have all of my data for it. Here's a summary. I can see overall how my students are doing, and then I can go to each individual activity that I have. So quiz, how did my students do on that quiz on that specific question? Same with the poll, this specific question, how are students doing? And I can see all of that data. It is really cool that we can see that. Collaborative board, time decline. You can see, you can fill or go to all of this information. So that is very, very helpful for you in your class and using that data to move forward in your lessons. So real fast, a tip that you need to be aware of when you make this student-paced lesson. You want to go to settings. So you're going to click on this avatar, go to lesson settings. If it is a student-paced lesson, you want to require students to answer. That means as they're going along, you want them to answer, turn that on. And they have to answer before they move on in their lesson. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you have a great experience now creating your own Nearpod lessons and using them in your class. If you like this video, leave a comment down below, like and subscribe, and let me know and I can get you more. So watch out for my next video on the content side of Nearpod and what you can do with that amazing content they have, and as well as using Google Slides, using the activities right in Google Slides and importing those activities. So I hope to see you soon. Goodbye.